I
Yeah.
just want specifically, I really eager to talk about this topic as we both are from Rajasthan. So why not to like
Mm,
clear some of the myth? Because in my childhood, I have heard so many like myth about Rajasthani people, and
mm,
my friends, my teachers, they always tease me for this thing. And there are
mm,
so many myths. First of all, the biggest thing they always told me that, Mamta, you are married. And I said, no, I'm not married. I know about it. I'm not married. But they always said,
mm,
no, when you were born, so your parents decided that, okay, my girl, now it's your girl. And she will get married to you in future, get married to your son in future. So they fixed it already.
mm,
And
mm,
I was like, really, it happened? So one day, like, I was so curious to ask this question to my parents. And I asked that, am I really married?
mm,
Have you fixed my marriage already? So yeah, such kind of myths are there, and I'm not mad actually. Okay, so
mm.
have you also faced such kind of things?
I think being in Rajasthan, these things are kind of common actually. Yes, the way people create memes about this, somewhere in the villages, especially in the older times, it was definitely true. However, being in the city, I have fortunately not experienced this because being in city means being closer to city people. So
Hmm.
we all have similar kind of modern thoughts, not as modern as maybe somebody being in Mumbai or being in Delhi, but still I feel like on some level we connect because we are city people. So fortunately this hasn't happened to me, like somebody randomly coming up to me and telling me you're probably married. So this hasn't happened. However, yes, it is very normal over here to get daughters and sons married in actually in early 20s, which is very normal. So as people reach mid 20s over here, they can start questioning you, like, why are you not married yet?
Yes.
So these, yeah. So for sure, this I can guarantee for Rajasthan. And I think that's the thing for a lot of people in other states as well. However, the question that you mentioned, that's just luckily something that's not happened to me. So yeah.
It happened with me a lot of time because I studied in Gujarat. So there, like the people always heard this thing. Maybe because movies and serials. When I was doing my
Hmm.
school, so that time Balika Vadhu, this serial was so famous. And do you know
I
about
was
it?
I was about to get on this point. Like, if you have watched Balika Vadhu, you would know that. And it used to be my favorite serial because my mom used to watch it. So I used to watch it as well. And the storyline was really catchy. Like, the actress, I can't recall her name, but the main protagonist, she is amazing. So that's why
Yes.
for her, I was watching it. Although I watched it in my childhood, so I did not at that time think of the serious issues that the serial was trying to portray, like
Mhm.
women getting married off at such a young age. But because of that, I think people have this image of Rajasthan like, okay, well, that's pretty common that you get married at the age of 10 or 12. Because that was very normalized in that serial. If you paid attention, that the protagonist also had a friend.
Mhm.
I remember the name of the friend. It was Cooley, but yeah, why do I remember that? I don't know. But she was widowed at a very young age. She was barely 12 years old when this happened, and she had to face all these issues. So I don't really blame the people outside Rajasthan having these kind of thoughts, because if
Yes.
you are watching movies like this, if you're watching serials like
Mhm.
this,
Mhm.
100%, I mean, even if we watch something like this about some other
Mhm.
state, we are
Mhm.
also going to have some doubts whether, like, where does this myth end and where does the reality start? There is this blurred line between that. So you actually need to go there and start interacting with people, and that's how so many of myths are gone. For example, I went to Kerala last year for vacation with my family, and before I went there, we just had this in mind that all the people in South India speak English, very fluent spoken English.
Mhm.
So when I actually went there, I got to know that not everybody over there is comfortable speaking English. Not everybody knows that, and they are pretty much comfortable in Malayalam, which is their mother tongue. So that's how you kind of go there, and then you get to know that, okay, well, these things are not really true.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why I don't really blame the people. However, it's really good that you took this as a topic so we can kind of clear this myth for other people,
Exactly.
because there are a lot of things actually that people might think for Rajasthanis. Yeah.
Yes, that's what even I want to clear this thing. My friends always had this kind of mentality because they used to watch this serial Palikavat. That's why they had this kind of myth, and they used to assume this thing. One more thing is here. They always felt that Marwadi people, Rajasthani people, they are like rich, very rich. मैं हिंदी में बताऊंगी लाइक माय टीचर ही यूज टू से कि अगर ममता के पापा के कपड़े शर्ट और पैंट्स अगर आप ऐसे फटकोगे सो उसमें से लाख 2 लाख रुपए ऐसे ही निकल जाएंगे मतलब ही यूज टू से लाइक दिस सो दे ऑलवेज अज्यूम दैट वी आर सो मच rich but it's not like this like
Hmm.
there are some people they are rich but there are some people they are average as well
Hmm.
yeah so that was the
Yeah, it's
another
like every other state.
mm-hmm.
It's like every other state. There are poor and middle class people and rich people in every state, and that's the same situation over here. And it's not even like the number of rich people in Rajasthan are more compared to some other state. That's not even the case. So I'm hearing this for the first time. I didn't even know that people think that Rajasthanis are rich by
Mm-hmm.
default. I didn't know this,
Oh, you didn't
and I
know.
know how this idea came in people's mind, because although yes, okay, another myth that is like 100% thought by every single person that has never been to Rajasthan. So when I went to IIT, I got the opportunity to meet people from all over India. And so I made a friend over there. He was from Kerala. And so when I told him I'm from Rajasthan, so he was like, okay, well, do you guys have roads over there? Like, he was genuinely asking that if you have roads, because they are used to the image of sand dunes and camels walking,
Yeah.
and these kind of things. So I was beyond shocked that they th- think these things in today's time also, that this is the image of Rajasthan.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I remember, I think it was somebody that I remember having this conversation with Ram as well, and I told him that I was talking to somebody else, and I told him just for fun that we have camels at homes. We don't have vehicles, and so we ride camels to go to schools over there. And he was like, "Okay, yeah." And so I was joking, and I thought he's going to laugh, but he did not laugh. He was taking this seriously. So,
Yes.
like, this is the actual image that people have. Like,
Mm.
that's not the case. We have roads outside, we have vehicles
Mm.
just like you guys. We
Yeah.
have pretty much well developed cities over here, but I think people just, I don't blame them. Like, if you have seen on train stations as well, I think it's in Jaipur station or something, there is this board where I'm sorry if I'm wrong, cannot recall, but so there is this image of like Rajasthan, like different kinds of places that you visit.
Mm.
So the cities in Rajasthan, and they have all mentioned forts over there, forts and sand dunes. So when you on repeat keep showing these images, people are going to think that this is the thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? So yeah.
Exactly. Even I also watched that
Hmm.
conversation. I really laughed a lot while watching it. And one more thing was there that
Hmm.
he said that you guys are drinking camel's milk. Yeah.
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 Yeah,
So
I remember this conversation very
we
well.
we are also like you guys. So we also drink cow's milk and buffalo's milk
Hmm.
only. Okay, if people if somebody has any problem, so maybe like doctors they suggest them camel milk.
Hmm.
Otherwise, not. We are
Hmm.
also like very common thing is following, and yes. The next thing you mentioned that they always assume that we use camel for transportation. Yes, I am
Yeah.
pretty much aware about it. Yes. Okay. Or any other myth which you remember?
Um, well, yes, that it doesn't rain in Rajasthan,
Mhm.
and that like it doesn't rain. So he was also asking me, this friend from Kerala, he was also asking about roads and also about the rain. Like, you guys don't have rain over here, right? But like I mean, yes, it kind of is true that it rains lesser compared to Kerala. I mean, if you talk about Kerala, it rains heavily over there, like
Yes.
crazy, but
Mhm.
still they have this image that it probably doesn't rain at all. Water scarcity and people having to travel to wells to get water, thousands of kilometers, kind
Mhm.
of thing, these over exaggerated thoughts. So um for I think, I mean, it might be true for some villages even today that they might be facing these issues. However, like that is definitely not true that it doesn't rain. It rains normally like every other state, but yeah, there is obviously some difference because of geographical location. But yeah, so have you heard of any other myths being in Gujarat though?
Yeah, the same thing. Like there's no water. You guys are.
Hmm.
They told me that you guys don't have water in Rajasthan. That's why you are living in Gujarat for water and extra other facilities. But it's not like this. Okay, there are some areas in Rajasthan. They are like dry areas,
Hmm.
dusty areas. Thar desert is here. But apart from this, like in other areas in Rajasthan, like if I talk about Udaipur,
Hmm.
Kota, Jaipur, and many other cities, we have facilities like roads are there, rain is also here, forest,
Hmm.
river, everything is there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's quite surprising that we actually have to even clear these myths, even in today's
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely. Like since my childhood, I wanted to discuss these things with somebody. And you are the right person to
Hmm.
discuss these things. So I'm really happy that I found you like same from Rajasthan. Even I think
Hmm.
Rajni ma'am, she is also from Rajasthan, Ganganagar, Shri Ganganagar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's also from Rajasthan. So, I mean, if we talk about these things with her, she's also 100% going to resonate with all this.
No, I didn't talk with her yet, but in future, yeah, maybe for sure I will talk to her and I would love to talk with her. Okay. Okay. So how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. And how are you today?
I'm also good. Taking classes one by one, and I had two conversations. So feeling a bit tired. Otherwise, everything is going with the flow. No complaints. Okay. So we can
Yeah, for sure. Let's start.
yeah, we can start with the introduction. So it's over to you.
Okay. So, my name is Niyati, and I'm from Rajasthan, just like you. I started this YouTube channel called Niyati's English Express about 6 months ago, and it's been doing great. I'm really happy with how it's going. And when it comes to my education, I've done my bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering from Rajasthan itself. So
Hmm.
yeah, she was really supportive for that, and I think I'm grateful for that. So I've started this YouTube channel on the side, and I think it's doing really well. I'm really happy with how things are going, and yeah, I think that's pretty much about me. However, when it comes to my hobbies, I mentioned yesterday, I love to read books, I love watching movies, I love listening to songs, and yeah, I guess that's it.
It's really wonderful, actually. And even I also appreciate that how your YouTube channel is growing day by day. Just because I feel that you have that aura of professionalism and your communication skills are really great. That is why, like, people are enjoying the way you communicate, the way you respect people.
Thank you so much for saying that, and same for you actually. And when you emailed me your channel, I checked it out, and it was really great. I remember, I think that it was your recent video where you said like it was really funny line like pasandida mard to nahi mila. It was really captivating. So I just knew instantly that yes, I really need to talk to this girl. I feel like somewhere I resonate with her. So yeah.
Yeah, actually, one of my subscribers, he asked me that I don't have proper routine. Even if I make to-do list, but still I stuck. I don't able to follow that routine. So that's why I made that particular video for him only. That why
Okay.
this routine is important. See,
Hmm.
if you are not finding your pasandida mard, pasandida aurat, so it will be fine. Like in future, you will find it, but in present, your pasandida routine should be there. Yeah,
Hmm.
that is what
Exactly.
which help us. See, we always make big goals, and it's not about like setting big goals. It's about the small steps which we take every single day. That's why I made it,
Yeah.
and I also enjoyed it a lot. Okay,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
mhm. Okay, so if I give my introduction in a nutshell, so I'm Mamta. I am talking with you from Rajasthan, and I have completed my graduation. Currently doing my post graduation. Simultaneously, I run a YouTube channel where I share English learning content, provide spoken English classes, and you know about my hobbies. Like we both are having similar hobbies like reading books, and keep on changing it. Yesterday I told you in a very wrong way. So today, so now I think that's enough about these myths. You can share your English learning journey. Like people who are watching this video, they are for sure learning English. That's why they are watching. So, any other suggestion you want to give, or any, I mean, your journey? What kind of the common mistakes you made? Something like this. Anything.
Okay, so for me the thing was that I mean at the age of 13, around 12 or 13, I started reading English novels. And that was a very big jump for me because before that, like, I could never think of reading such big books that are like written in English language. Because, I mean, obviously, you cannot just jump to some another language just like that, right? So for me, the thing is that yes, I studied in English medium school, but however, the teachers would teach us in Hindi. We would be writing exams in English. But so if you come to us over there and you ask us to present ourselves in English language, we would get stuck. We didn't have that confidence. So that was the thing. So this is something that I started. I fell in love with books at the age of like 13, and I started reading small books, short stories. And apart from that, I also started watching English movies, although that was much, much later, maybe around 16, at the age of 16. So for me, the condition was that I couldn't understand the Hollywood accent, the American accent at that time. I had to rely on the captions, on the subtitles to understand what they're saying.
Mhm.
So I didn't even realize, but like watching that kind of content again and again, watching newer movies, I realized that at some point I subconsciously turned off the subtitle option because it was bothering me. And I was like, wait, how did that happen? Like, I do not need to read subtitles anymore. I perfectly understand their accent. So that's how I kind of got to know, like, that was the point where I felt like I might be comfortable with English. It might not be my weakness anymore. It actually might have become my strength. So that's somewhere around that time I kind of realized these things. And I mean, yeah, so I just believe that learning a language in natural way is the best way to learn that, which is through surrounding yourself with the content, making that environment yourself. Because honestly speaking, we do not have that kind of environment around us because our parents talk to us in mother tongue. We talk to our friends in our mother tongue. So it's kind of difficult to switch to English, but you can virtually create that environment around you. Replace whatever you watch in your mother tongue with English if that's your goal, if that's something that you want to learn. And when you keep listening, you kind of become habitual that, okay, well, this is how. sentences are structured. This is how tenses work. Stuff like that. You might not even realize the technical grammar stuff, but you will learn enough that you will know that if you're speaking something, you might be wrong somewhere. So you kind of gain the skill that you will know exactly where you're wrong. And after that, I think grammar comes in hand. So that is literally the perfect way to do it, because I have seen some people start with grammar and then move on to other things, which I personally feel like is not that useful, because you start taking it as homework, start taking it as something that you have to study. But if you have gained some basic conversational skills through speaking, reading, writing, listening, and then you move to grammar, you would kind of relate like, okay, this is the place where I make mistakes. And so now I know how to improve them, rather than just studying grammar first, because you wouldn't even know where you're making mistakes because you haven't even started anything. So I think, yeah, that's pretty much my opinion. And I hope I answered your question, or did I leave any point?
Like you described it in a very long and very simple way, actually. It will help my subscribers for learning English journey. Okay. One more thing, actually. Recently, I watched your video. There, you are keep on switching the accent, American accent and British accent. Correct me if I'm not wrong.
It was it was the American accent and the Indian accent, like the typical Indian accent that people have in mind.
Mhm.
Uh, so that was that, not the British accent.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching that. That was really
Oh,
great.
well,
So,
I appreciate.
mhm. Okay. So for learning accent, any specific accent, so I think we have to consume first such content, and there are some
Hmm.
vowels which we have to change the pronunciation. Yeah, right.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think for me, it just so happened that because of watching Hollywood movies and everything, I started mimicking the way that they would speak.
Mhm.
So for me, the way the things, because like we say "t," but they say "th." So it's kind of like, there are like the way we have like strong pronunciation of words.
Yes.
So focusing on that, like where they're speaking differently, and replacing that with the way you want to speak in whatever accent. So I think that helps a lot. And that, for me, it was totally listening 100%, because it's obvious that nobody around me was speaking in American accent. So
Mhm.
like I 100% relied on the virtual environment that I created. And I just felt like this, uh, from my regular conversational videos to have this slight shift. I just had this idea in my mind for a few months. So I thought that let's just bring it into execution and
Mhm.
just do this small, light-hearted American accent, Indian accent switch. So yeah,
Mhm.
it was fun. And people also enjoyed that a lot.
Mhm. Okay, the last question which I have, like how long it took you to pick up that accent? I mean, how long you had been watching the English content in American accent?
From the age of 13 or 14, because like I mentioned, at that time I started reading novels, so that those novels were also from foreign authors and
Hmm.
not Indian authors.
Mhm.
And later I switched to songs in that very year, actually, I remember. So in that very year, although movies came a little bit later at the age of 16, like I mentioned, but started to listen to songs that are from the US artists, maybe British artists. So that kind of helps a lot, because what happens with songs is that you kind of uh, try to mimic them exactly the way they are. And so with that comes the way they pronounce words as well. So that happened with me. And because I would try to mimic the way they are singing the songs, so I would also mimic the sounds that they would make, the way their pronunciation would be. So I think that for sure helped me. And I've always been fascinated with accents, especially the British accent. And maybe I would make a video about that as well. I mean, for now, I guess the American accent video is good.
Yes, absolutely. First of all, like having any kind of accent. Is it important? Or our
No,
speech or message should be clear? Correct?
definitely our speech, because I think the thing with accent is that if you're trying to sound American and British, the thing is that that's their first language. That's the language that they have been speaking since their birth.
Mm.
However, for us, I feel like, in fact, having an accent, Indian accent or some other accent is actually a flex. It's a really good thing because that shows that that's not your first language, which means you know multiple languages, which is
Yes.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So the only problem occurs when if you have such a thick accent and such thick mother tongue influence that whatever you're speaking in English is not clear to the person sitting in front of you. That's the only reason why you should improve your accent a little bit. Improve your pronunciation, not even the accent
Yes,
of
exactly.
words, so that the person sitting in front of you can, because I don't know if you know this, but people in Rajasthan that are Rajasthanis, they have difficulty speaking the word sh and sir in
I
English.
know. Yeah, exactly.
Like for example, shoes, they would say shoes. That's
Mm.
very common actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because of our Marwadi language, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
until, for example, there is um let's take the example of shell. Shell, they would say it's cell. If you say
Yes.
it's cell, then it becomes the battery cell, and that's when confusion occurs. So
Mm-hmm.
these are the only points where you need to change your pronunciation, because
Yes.
other than that, you are doing great and you are able to convey your message, then you don't need to have a specific accent, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I couldn't agree more with this point of view.
Hmm.
Actually, even I also agree. And in not in our language, in each and every language, actually, it happens. They are influenced by their mother tongue. In Tamil, in Marathi, in each language, actually, it happens. So we need to work on our pronunciation, and we should be very clear about our point of view, what we want to explain. That's it. Otherwise, I have seen
Hmm.
like first of all, people start working on their accent. No need to that. First, your message should be clear. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Anything else you want to ask? Any question?
No, I mean, I don't have any questions for you, which are like serious or something. However, this is a very silly thing, but like I wanted to ask this to you yesterday as well. So I see that cute teddy bear right behind you. So like,
Yeah.
do you have a name for it, or like how long have you had it? I know it's a weird question, but I have this teddy bear obsession. I have 3 or 4 teddy bears in my bedroom. So that's the reason why I asked you this.
Okay, actually, to be honest, I don't have any name for it, but I keep it
Hmm.
because it looks cute and very sweet as well. Whenever I am sitting idle, I don't have anything to do, so just I keep it with me as well, like in my table, on my
Hmm.
table. Yeah, I enjoy it playing with this.
Really sweet little teddy bear.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a silly question. Whatever, even I also have this curiosity. Whatever I see, so I asking questions.
Hmm.
So yeah, you can ask. Yeah, I don't have any
Yeah.
obsession
Well,
with teddy bears. Yeah, exactly.
hmm.
I have just for books, so which I have here. You can see.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
But like you mentioned having this change of hobbies. I also, not previously, but like in the past few years, I have this not obsession, but like a little bit of this mild obsession, you can say, of having maybe 2 or 3 teddy bears in room. I think it just looks cute. The
It
way
looks
like
good.
your
Yeah.
background is also looking amazing because of that. So yeah, that's the reason why I asked that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yesterday I said one thing that I'm keep on changing my hobbies. So it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy my hobbies. I have 2 to 3 hobbies which are fixed, like dancing and reading books. I'm really obsessed with
Hmm.
reading books. So why I change my
Yeah.
hobbies? There is a reason behind it. So see, whenever we pursue any hobby, we learn from it
Hmm.
a lot. We learn from it.
Hmm.
So for me, hobbies are the form of learning. That's why I'm keep on changing
Hmm.
my hobbies. If I'm right now I'm learning driving bike, so I will learn it, and after that I will jump to any other hobby. Example,
Hmm.
singing. So I will learn something from singing as well. I will explore some videos, some people as well. I will learn something from that.
Hmm.
So yeah, that is why I am keep on changing hobbies because I learn and I love to explore.
Yeah, no, that's a great thing actually. Because for me also, I got this obsession of motorbikes in 2020. So
Hmm.
my father taught me how to ride a bike at
Hmm.
that time. So it was kind of scary, but it was a new experience. I don't ride
Yes.
bikes anymore. So like you also, I just felt like I learned something. So for 1 month or so, I had this obsession and I used to ride bikes in my colony. So yeah, that was fun. So I can kind of relate to you when it comes to these things.
Yes, absolutely. Even English language is also the same thing. When you start learning English, you connect with people. You watch so many different kinds of different genre of videos, sometimes cooking, sports, conversational podcasts. So you learn so many things. And connecting with new people
Hmm.
means you are getting knowledge, different perspectives and all. Like you are not just keeping your knowledge with yourself, you are expressing it as well. That is
Hmm.
why, like,
Exactly.
whatever the hobby you pursue, it comes with its own
Hmm.
advantages.
Yeah. 100% agreed with you.
Mhm. Okay, then I think we are running out of the time now.
Okay. Time flew by really fast actually.
Yes, actually, yesterday I didn't realize that we just completed 40 minutes in having a
Hmm.
conversation. You have literally overall that aura to making people comfortable. So, yeah.
No, thank you so much actually. Initially also when I started, I was kind of scared like how do you carry a conversation for 35 or 40 minutes? But it's just something that you learn, I guess, with time. And the best thing is like what happens is right now, I mean, you are my friend. Like I'm talking to you like I would talk to a friend. So when you take it that way, it becomes natural. Like our conversation is 100% natural. There is
Mhm.
nothing fabricated in it. So yeah, I think that's how it happens that. And
Yes.
yeah, thank you so much for having me on your channel actually. And thank you so much for reaching out. I truly appreciate that.
Yes, even I also appreciate and thank you so much for making time for me.